This is the next batch of Combat Patrol magazines. Unlike the first group, there was only 2 in that first one. This will have 4, and it'll go through issues 3 through 6. Yeah. So this one comes with Infernus Marines, which is, I've got the sprue right here. They weren't too hard to put together because I've already actually done a Space Marine Combat Patrol. At least putting it together. I've still got a librarian to paint, I believe. This is just the instructions. Oops. Lore stuff. Which is... I'll probably read it later, eventually. Oh, those are just my guard bats. Oh, is that telling you how it plays? Or maybe it gives some lore behind it. I don't know. I'll have to read more into it. And it has a name generator. Like so far, all of them have had. It gives a little bit of background. Of course, has the data sheet in that. Man, why did they get rid of the name tables? Here's an actual name table. I know the... What is it? The Tau Codex has a name table in it. And it has a mission. It explains how these units work. Has a mission that I will eventually do all these missions at some point. I just don't know when. Talks about how to do it, how to play it. Then tells a story as if the Tyranids win and the Space Marines win. Obviously shows all the other stuff and has more wound markers. And we'll move on to the next one. Actually, we will not move on to the next one because there are stuff with this one. Little cards for the mission, which is these have their own stat lines and stuff. Their own toughness and all that stuff. I'm guessing it's to purge the filthy Xenos. And it comes with data cards for the whole Combat Patrol. And such. And these are specifically for Combat Patrol data sheets. These are not regular data sheets. Here's the Terminators, Librarians, Bodgons, Termagants, all that good stuff. These are the bases for those minis. And we'll go on to issue 4. Issue 4 just came with some paints and a brush. Craig Blue, which I don't really use that much. Wraithbone. And I'm going to butcher that. Barknar Burgundy? Fucking British people. Oh, this one isn't doing a thing. Oh, this is a painting guide. Okay. That probably would be super useful for new players. Or new people who haven't done a whole lot of painting. It's just straight up a painting guide. That would actually have been useful. And then Space Marine characters. You get names and stuff. Another name generator. More lore. More name generators for Tyranids. I didn't think that was in the Combat Patrol, but... Oh, it talks about data sheets. Does it give you another mission? It does. It looks like it does. Oh, come on. There we go. Man, these pages aren't stuck together like the last ones were. They like to catch right here and rip. It bothers me. Okay, it's just another little way to learn how to play. More wound markers, which is I'm going to have 1,000 of those at some point. And that is the end for issue 4. Next one, issue 5, which actually has something unique with it. It has a special sergeant with a flamer. That's just the sprue. It also came with dice. This is the actual mini. Like I said, as far as I know, you can only get it through this magazine. So I think like you could just order it now, and you'd still get the these 4, I believe. How to build, base coating. Okay, it's just teaching you how to paint stuff. Again, I kind of just wing painting for the most of it. Learn as I go. And this is the special sergeant. Tells you why the helmet's red, that kind of stuff. More name tables. Or, I'm sorry, that's not a name table. That's an origin table. That tells you the story behind him. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. That could have been a thing this whole time, and I've probably never noticed it. Example stuff. More Space Marine versus Tyranid victories. Okay. Alright, that is issue 5 done. Set that up there. Actually, I'll set this in my brush holder. And the final issue for this month is issue 6. Those are more bases, bomb gaunts, which is I need to paint more of these. This actually has an actual pretty cool looking cover for it. And then obviously it shows all the minis. It's going to immediately go into how to build and how to paint. More lore. Golden Throne. Okay, it talks about the first Tyrannic War. Oh, it explains the different color schemes and such. There you go. If you want to read it, you can pause it and read it. I do know that eventually they will send a Swarm Lord, since I have the more expensive of the what is it, magazine subscription thing. I pay $3 extra per magazine, but they'll eventually send a Brutalist Dreadnought and Hive Lord or Swarm Lord. One of these, they'll send me one of these, and a Brutalist Dreadnought for the Space Marines and Tyranids. Status sheets. Again, another scenario on how to play, examples and such. Oh, it just talks about how to do shooting and such. Ah, no story to that one, so that's that last one of that. Okay, so the next 2 are more Termagants, I believe. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And I will probably not have any of these painted up for a little bit, because I want to try to get a bunch of Berserkers. Basically, the Combat Patrol for World Eaters. I want to try to get that painted up beforehand. So, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.